Okay, so here is the beginning of my follow-up video of the Type R knob into a base model LX Civic. Well, I got the Type R shift boot today. It's actually pretty nice. I'm gonna see, I might actually try to install it and see how it looks with the black. It doesn't look too bad, I'll see. Otherwise, I'll swap this piece out, but as you can see, this is why the knob did not click. Well, the locking nut part of the knob did not want to click into the LX one, because you can see the bottom of the piece here on this knob, and this is the LX one. It's probably the same on the EX too, but the Type R one is a rounded one, which I can see this should snap into that locking nut pretty easily. So I'm going to take this apart and put this in now and see how it looks, and if I don't like the way the boot looks, I'm gonna take this piece out of the Type R boot and move it into my LX boot, which is, this is just held in with a zip tie underneath. So I'll be back for part 2. So I took the knob off the car, and this is that locking boot nut, whatever you want to call it, that you need to do the conversion on the LX, and I'm assuming the EX. So you can see, oops, this will go in there like that, and it'll sit flush, and you just snap it down. And then what you would do, I'm just going to kind of hold that there like that. On the Type R knob, it's got that little groove that would actually sit flush in there, and this is basically what it'll look like when you're done. So I'm going to do that now and install it. We'll come back to it in a second. Okay, so really quick, I took off this piece, and as you can see is that the Type R piece, what you're going to have to do is take off these button switches and move them over here to the new one, and you can see they're just held on there with screws. So this is what it looks like on the back. So it looks like it should be a direct swap without any issues, so I'm going to swap those over right now. Okay, so finally transferred everything over to the Type R boot, so you can see everything fits perfectly. So that part is good. So far so good. Okay, so here is the final product. As you can see, everything went back together perfectly. No issues whatsoever. Everything actually fit like a glove. It is a pain in the ass to kind of swap this stuff over, but it took like 10 minutes, to be honest with you. And I do like that I was able to set it up like it should be from the factory in a real Type R, where you have the silver chrome piece, whatever you want to call it, on the boot connecting to the locking nut, where the ball of the shift knob sits nice and there flush like it's supposed to. There was nothing wrong with the way I had it set up. If you wanted to do it the cheaper route and use the LX boot over this, take this silver piece out of the LX and kind of pull it up over this, the boot did stay up. I thought it looked pretty nice, but my OCD stuff, I like to do things the right way. So I'm going to run this like this for a while and see how I like it with the Type R knob and boot in here. If I feel like not feeling the vibe with this, I can always go back to my old shift boot, and what I can do is just take this silver chrome plastic piece out of this one. It's only held on with a zip tie underneath it, swap it in my LX boot, and be good to go. So either way you want to do it, but I'm pretty sure you're going to have to buy this boot if you want this piece. Again, I haven't seen any comments where you can actually get this chrome piece separately, which would have been nice. So not too expensive to do the swap. I believe this was about 50 bucks. This was like 40 bucks. I don't remember how much this nut was. Maybe 10 bucks, 15. I honestly don't remember, but not too expensive to do the swap, and I figure you can always sell it if you change your mind later on. There might be somebody interested in the swap, but looks good, set up like OEM. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Let me know. I'll try to answer any questions that I can. Thanks for watching.